Ancient insights. How did ancient cultures predict modern science? How did ancient cultures without modern tools or technology predict some of the scientific principles we take for granted today? From the stars in the sky to the healing properties of plants, ancient civilizations had an uncanny ability to understand the natural world. This exploration dives into several fascinating examples of how ancient cultures predicted modern science and how their discoveries continue to amaze us. Astronomy is one of the oldest sciences, and ancient cultures across the globe had remarkably advanced understandings of the cosmos. The Mayans developed an intricate calendar system that accurately tracked solar and lunar cycles. They predicted solar eclipses centuries in advance without telescopes. Their long count calendar accounted for the solar year with incredible precision, aligning within 0.002% accuracy of modern calculations. This mastery came from generations of sky watching and mathematical ingenuity. In Europe, Stonehenge functioned as more than a mysterious monument. Its alignment with the solstices reveals an understanding of the Earth's axial tilt. This was a concept formalized only millennia later. Imagine constructing such a precise structure with rudimentary tools based solely on observation. The Babylonians meticulously recorded planetary movements, documenting celestial events such as eclipses and the cycles of Venus. Their data formed the foundation for much of Greek and Islamic astronomy, which later influenced modern science. For example, their observations helped predict the positions of planets with astonishing accuracy. The ancient Indian text, Surya Siddhanta, contains mathematical formulas for calculating the Earth's circumference, planetary distances, and the length of a year. These calculations rival modern measurements, showing an advanced understanding of astronomy long before telescopes existed. Ancient civilizations also made remarkable contributions to medicine, many of which align with modern scientific principles. Traditional Chinese medicine emphasized balance in the body with concepts like yin and yang and the flow of QE. Acupuncture, a cornerstone of TCM, has since been scientifically shown to stimulate the nervous system and release endorphins, validating its effectiveness in pain management. The Egyptians treated infections with moldy bread, a natural precursor to antibiotics. While they didn't understand bacteria, they recognized the effectiveness of certain substances in preventing wound infections, a discovery modern science would later explain. Ayurvedic medicine described surgical techniques and the use of over 700 medicinal plants. For example, turmeric, a staple in Ayurveda, is now scientifically proven to have anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Hippocrates, often called the father of medicine, introduced the idea that diseases have natural causes rather than being punishments from the gods. This revolutionary thinking laid the groundwork for modern medical practices. Ancient civilizations also made mathematical and engineering breakthroughs that continue to astound us. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built over 4,500 years ago, showcases an astonishing level of precision. Its alignment with true north is accurate to within a fraction of a degree. The mathematical knowledge required to achieve this is staggering, and theories suggest they used tools like plumb bobs, water levels, and star observations. The Indus Valley Civilization implemented advanced urban planning with grid-based cities, public baths, and drainage systems. Their mastery of geometry and engineering principles was so advanced that some of their techniques weren't rediscovered until modern times. The Greeks made significant contributions to mathematics. Euclid's Elements laid the foundation for geometry, while Archimedes developed principles of mechanics that engineers still use today. The Romans revolutionized civil engineering with their aqueduct systems, which transported water over vast distances using precise calculations of gradient and flow. These systems were so well designed that some aqueducts remain functional today. Ancient philosophers also made significant scientific predictions. The Greek philosopher Democritus proposed that all matter is composed of tiny, indivisible particles called atoms. While this idea wouldn't be scientifically confirmed until the 19th century, it highlights the philosophical foresight of ancient thinkers. In ancient Indian texts, philosophers described anu, atoms, as the smallest indivisible unit of matter, existing in constant motion. This concept aligns remarkably well with modern atomic theory. Ancient civilizations achieved these insights through a combination of deep observation, experimentation, and cultural emphasis on knowledge preservation. For example, Babylonians and Mayans spent generations documenting patterns in the sky, while Egyptians and Greeks developed systems of knowledge sharing that allowed for cumulative advancements. Many of their discoveries were driven by necessity, understanding the stars for navigation, developing medicines to survive diseases, or creating engineering marvels to sustain growing populations. Ancient cultures were more than creators of myths or monuments. They were pioneers of scientific thought. Their achievements in astronomy, medicine, mathematics, and philosophy laid the groundwork for much of what we know today. By observing the world with precision and curiosity, they unlocked secrets of the universe long before modern technology existed. These stories remind us that the pursuit of knowledge is timeless. Ancient thinkers inspire us to stay curious, to question, and to explore the world around us with the same sense of wonder they once had. If you found this exploration fascinating, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment below. Which ancient discovery do you think is the most mind-blowing? Let's keep the conversation going.